Hi, everybody. It's Jenica here with Keller Williams Realty, and I'm excited to update you via video for the statistics about what's going on in the real estate market and specifically what happened in July. The market is very busy right now, very much a seller's market. I wanted to go over a few things and actually share my screen with you today, so I hope that's helpful for you. Right now, we're going to kind of look at what the year-over-year numbers have been doing as far as appreciation. We're going to talk about the inventory and what's going on with that, also interest rates, and kind of show you some of the successes that we've recently had with some of our listings, just to give you a picture of kind of what's going on right now. So I'll get to it and I will share my screen with you. So just bear with me here for a second. So what we're going to look at is specifically, hold on so I can move this bar. We'll look at the, where did it go? Sorry. Let me go back to the trends is what we're looking for here. So this kind of shows you, this is through our listing program that we use. So this kind of shows you what has been happening. So we'll start at what's going on as far as the month of July, and you can see the past years there. So if you look here, you'll see that in July we had 1,838 homes that went pending, and if you look at last year in July, there were 1,615 homes that went pending. So we've definitely seen a big increase. And obviously here you can see this is where when coronavirus hit and then, things started to open back up. And I know they've closed down now in Sacramento County at least, but you can see that the pending sales has definitely gone up. What you can also tell here, this dark green line is the sold and this light green is the for sale. So you can see when the solds are higher than the for sale homes here, that's when properties are going off very quickly. So there's more homes that have sold than what's available, and that's probably because the previous month, those pendings carried over and closed this month. But if you look back here, you can see that the number of listings was always higher than what was sold. So there's always properties left over when the month closed out that were available. And what you're seeing here is that's not the case. So there's definitely a lot more homes that have sold than what's actually for sale. So that's very indicative of a seller's market. I'll show you too down here. If you look at the, so for sale and versus what's sold in, this is month over month, but if you look year over year, listing inventory is down 45.6%. Just if you look year over year at the July of 2020 and July of 2019, there were quite a few more listings in July of last year than there are now. And the number of pendings also from July of 2019 to now have also gone way up. So just something to look at. We'll kind of go through a few other things here. The days on market. So right now we're about 28 days. We see a lot of our listings go pending and even shorter than that, 1, 2, and 3 weeks typically. We're not seeing a lot of our listings specifically sit on the market more than 3 weeks right now, just because the inventory is so low and the demand is really high. We're seeing interest rates right around, we just had a buyer who got quoted, a refinance. So a past client who got quoted 2.875 on a 15-year loan. So that's just lower than I've ever seen. So that's also what's driving just the market right now. If we look here too, this is the average price for sale versus the sold. So if you look at the average price right now, and this is Sacramento County, and I believe it's the city of West Sac as well. All Sac County areas actually. So here, $471,000 is the average price right now. And then if you look in July of last year, we were at $436,000. So we've definitely come up since COVID as well, since COVID started. And then these are the homes that are for sale and kind of the pricing there. So if you look too on the solds here, the average sold price between July of 2019 and July of this year the solds have gone up. So we've seen an 8% appreciation year over year. So just something to keep in mind there. A couple other things, it's hard. People do ask often, like, when's the best time to sell? When's the best time to buy? And we can, tell you those things oftentimes after the fact. So after we've already been able to analyze the data. I will say that right now is a wonderful time to sell. Some of the things, just we've had properties that have had multiple offers. And when you have those multiple offers, you can kind of, as a seller, dictate the terms. Like, do you need a rent back? We've seen appraisals get waived. So a lot of times if you have those multiple offers on your listings or on your listing when you're going to sell, you call the shots as the seller. So you're in a great position if you are thinking of selling, or if you know of someone who's thinking of selling, to just really profit quite a bit in this market right now. There's a couple other things I wanted to go over. Let's look at the months of inventory. So what this means, if you look at this graph here, is the number of months it would take to deplete all of the inventory that is currently for sale right now. So this means that in the month of July, it would take 21 days if no other new homes came on the market to deplete all the inventory, and then it would all be gone if no new homes came on the market. So typically anything under, I want to say 3 or 4 months is considered a seller's market, maybe 6 months. Anyway, so it's definitely considered a seller's market. And if you look here, this is, all the way back from May of last year to now, this is the lowest we've seen. So low inventory always creates higher prices, and the demand is just up there. So it's just a really good time to sell. It's kind of like you want what you can't have as a buyer right now. And so for a seller, it's a good time because it does, get you that multiple offer situation, typically more money than you would have thought. We have a client right now who is pending, and she bought last year. So it hasn't even been a full year, and she's able to sell because of the way appreciation has happened and then move into another property. And I don't think we've ever seen that happen in such a short time period. And it's thanks to the way the market has been. So if you look here, the months of inventory, so from July of 19 to now, the change is 46%. So we have 46% less homes for sale now than we did in July of last year. So that's really what's driving the market, is also this low inventory. So I want to share a couple other things just about some of our, fun successes with properties that we've recently been able to sell, and just kind of share some of those things. So this is one of the properties that's pending that I was telling you about, where she bought last year. And so she's able to move and get into another property in such a short time period, which it's just thanks to the appreciation that's been happening. Another one that we recently sold, these are buyers. This one, we did have, I think, 1 or 2 offers on that property. This one down here, we initially had 3 offers. So we're definitely seeing quite a bit of activity as long as the property is priced right. Painting, carpet, staging, those all go a long way. So even in this market right now, you don't even necessarily need to be demoing things and stuff like that. Just paint and carpet can go a long way. So those are things, and staging and being one of very few homes for sale is what can really help you to get the best price in this market. We do know, I'll switch back to take off the screen share. Hold on one second. Oh, let me see, sorry. And try and turn off. We do know, I'll just keep talking. We do know that, we do know that there are quite a few people who have filed for forbearances with their lender. So because of COVID or losing jobs and whatnot, they can't afford to keep their mortgages current. And so we do think that, it's possible that in the future that we will see more inventory, maybe come fall. We'll have to kind of see what plays out with COVID and everything. Oh, here we go. We'll have to see what plays out with COVID and everything. But all we can tell you is that right now is a really good time if you're looking to sell. And it also is if you're looking to sell and buy. Some people say, well, I don't want to sell because it's, then I'm going to buy high. And so what I would say to that is that if you're selling high, then you're kind of capitalizing on the way the market is right now. And yes, you'll still be, buying at a higher point in the market. The only way to avoid that, if you are open to this, is renting. So selling now, renting, and then waiting to see what happens with the market. Something to keep in mind with that is that if the market, if the interest rates go up, it doesn't matter if prices shift down a little bit if interest rates are higher. So we hope this has been helpful for you, and just helpful for you to see our screen and kind of share some of the graphs and things like that. We're always here for you. If you have a reason to move, this, especially for sellers right now, this could be your prime opportunity, especially if you were thinking of selling in the next 3 to 6 months. I would say do it sooner than later. We're here for you. We do offer services where if you are thinking of redoing the property, we'll help manage that, pick out paint colors, help you with countertop selections, things like that. We've remodeled 2 of our own personal properties, and so I really enjoy that part of it, and we have an awesome team. So we hope you enjoyed this update. Thank you for all of our clients that have watched, and we appreciate your referrals. If you have anybody to send to us, we'll promise to take great care of them. We also are doing our raffle for all of you. Anyone who sends us a client and that we can actually connect with, even if they don't end up going with us, just having the opportunity to speak with them, we'll get your name entered into a drawing, and we are giving away this quarter, we're giving away a Ring doorbell. So just let us know. You can pass on their info to us either via text or email it to us, and we'd be happy to take care of them. Have a great day. Take care.